Hey guys, it's Dr. Matt Lyon. I'm really enjoying making these videos for this website. Please explore the site. As always, reach out to me anytime. I want to talk for a minute about the role of emotions in healing. There's some other videos here, and you can explore my YouTube channel as well. When I went through my own healing crisis for 2.5 years, and I lived with chronic debilitating pain, I had neurological problems, I had some autoimmune issues, and I realized that our bodies are our subconscious mind, and that our subconscious mind is a constellation, a totality of our whole life experience. So get this, your conscious mind processes about 40 bits of information per second. The subconscious mind, that part of us that's below the conscious radar, that thing that we're not aware of, is processing about 11 million bits of information at a time. So 40 bits per second versus 11 million bits per second. So it makes sense then, because thoughts and emotions create chemical signals in our body that have impacts on our hormones, our neurotransmitters, our immune system, everything, that this 11 million bits per second has a major impact. I've shared this before, but did you know that we have about 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day? It's amazing, amazing. For the average person, according to the research done at the University of Pennsylvania, 70 or more % of those were actually negative thoughts. And I look back at who I was before I got sick. I looked at the personality that was really driven by a lot of unconscious factors. I'm not surprised that my body broke down. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the work I did, and it came from a very deep place of sincere service. But there were emotional blocks that were creating health challenges for me. And here's why I really want to tell you. 95% of those thoughts, according to the research, are the same as the day before. So just think about that. 70% are negative. The vast majority, if not all of them, are the same as the day before. And it's no wonder, because of the incredible role that these thoughts and feelings have in our health, that emotions play a critical role in getting sick, but also getting well. So when I wasn't well, I thought, man, I've got to learn how to heal myself, and emotions are a big way to do it. For me, it wasn't enough just to know that. I had to go spelunking, if you will, into my own experience and take sort of a painstaking inventory of where I had been. I used a technique and was a patient of a technique that I had actually learned 20 years before, called Neuroemotional Technique. I learned it when I was in college and didn't get certified in it, but did the seminars and became proficient in it. And I would do it a little bit in my practice. As often healers do, we forget to take care of ourselves. So I went in all in. I hired a person who just did neuroemotional technique. And I will tell you that having a tool and a system that's distinct from psychotherapy — my wife's a therapist, and this is not therapy. This is a distinct and powerful way to reliably find out what emotions are affecting us on a subconscious level, and even more so, which organs, which energy pathways they are affecting and how, and then what in our past is it triggering and from what age. And then to have a simple, easy, effortless, resiliency building way to remove and transform those old traumas so that they become wisdom, healing, growth. And so that mysterious border between our conscious mind and our subconscious mind begins to blend, which is to say, we know ourselves more. All that stuff, it's now part of our conscious awareness, so therefore it doesn't have an effect on us. It's the things that we don't see and don't know, these hidden blocks, are the things that most often impact health and block our ability to heal ourselves. And while the emotional side of healthcare is not the only side, it's an important side. But what needs to be balanced with it is the body's alignment, old injuries, the fascial alignment, the spinal alignment, and nutrient imbalances, and old immune challenges, bacteria, viruses, gut imbalances need to be balanced as well. but it's amazing how much better that other stuff works when the emotional side of the triangle is cleared out. I want to tell you a quick story, and then you can move on to the rest of this website. I used to study the work of a gentleman named Dietrich Klinghardt. Dietrich Klinghardt is and was a medical doctor, and he really pioneered some amazing work in Lyme disease. A really creative thinker, an amazing functional medicine practitioner in the deepest sense. And he was telling a story about a woman who had, based on her labs, demonstrated a high degree of mercury toxicity. Now, I believe that this woman also had Lyme disease, and one of Dietrich Klinghardt's theories, which I have often found to be true, is that Lyme or any chronic infection will set up shop in the body where heavy metals have deposited or some other toxicity is deposited, because those pathogens, viral, bacterial, or spirochetes in the case of Lyme, are opportunistic. They go where the environment's weak. And so toxicity, heavy metals, chemicals, are things that all of us are exposed to, and in certain people there will be a toxic buildup. So he did chelation work, which is basically to say he would give an injection or an IV or an oral dose of something that would chelate the metal. That means it binds up to, say, mercury or aluminum or cadmium so that your body can excrete it, maybe through the urine or through your poop or through your sweat. And so he knew she had high mercury. He gave her the appropriate medicine to chelate, or the appropriate supplement to chelate. In this case, it was DMPS. There are other things that work just as well, such as chlorella or various types of clays, and we can get into that at another time. So he did the test, super high mercury, did the thing that technically should work, and nothing happened. Nothing came out in her urine. There was nothing leaving her body. There was no mercury leaving her body. So he did an important emotional intervention with her, meaning he used a therapy to get at hidden emotions, bring them to awareness and release them. And it worked powerfully. Stuff from her childhood came up, and then after that, her body excreted massive amounts of mercury. It wasn't safe prior to that for her body to release the toxin because there was an old emotion, and her body couldn't heal itself until that toxin was moved through because it was blocking so many metabolic pathways in her body. Amazing, right? I had similar experiences, not necessarily with heavy metals, but as I cleared out these old emotions and old traumas from my life, I got my life back. And remember, I had a big, well-known, very successful chiropractic practice, and I was sick. I grew up with a high degree of trauma. I've since healed an amazing amount from all of that. And I want to empower you and encourage you to do the same. The technique I use is called Neuroemotional Technique. I've adapted it and evolved it and sort of integrated other things I've learned from other systems. The key to understand, though, is that it's so important to work with someone you trust. If you've had chronic issues, if you have chronic pain, if you have anything going on, or if you just want to live your best life and manifest your most genuine, beautiful, powerful self, we have to integrate those emotions that have been buried, because emotions buried alive never die. So I'm Dr. Matt Lyon. I want to empower you and encourage you. Stay with it. Trust yourself. Everybody's got a purpose. Everybody's got a reason to be here. Everybody's got a gift. Those points of pain can become the greatest touchstones of your progress. Have a beautiful day.